We are about to get ready to battle here. We'll be going to the other cameras in a moment. Just wanted to give you a top-down view. Zoom in. Show you the competitors. So one thing to note is even though Invisible Man's on this side and Bride's on this side, Bride is actually the leader of Oogie Boogie and Dr. Finkelstein. And Sally and Jack are teaming up with the Invisible Man. Alright, but let's go ahead and get down for the coin flip. Alright, we are going to start with the coin flip. So we have black, we have white. Jack's side is white. Oogie Boogie's is black. Let's see who starts it off. And it is black. Oogie Boogie and Dr. Finkelstein and the Bride will be up first. Let's get started. Alrighty, Oogie Boogie and Finkelstein and Bride are up first. Let's see what they're gonna do. Alright, so Finkelstein is gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then Igor does a move 2 and then may push an adjacent ally 1 square. So he moves 2, and he's going to push Oogie Boogie up 1 square. And now Finkelstein is exhausted. Time for Jack and Sally's team. Alright, for Jack and Sally, we're actually going to go to this camera because the Invisible Man is going to move 2 and interact with this point token, which will give Jack and Sally 1 point. And that is Invisible Man. Back over to Oogie Boogie and Finkelstein. Alrighty, Oogie Boogie is going to move 2, and then he's going to do Gambling Boogeyman, which is, well, actually that's his move 2, and then roll both Boogie dice. If you roll 7 or more, Oogie does a basic action. We rolled a 6, so he does not do a basic action. However, we roll both of them the same, and if he rolls a normal Boogie dice and all faces match, shift an ability token on your cooldown track 1. So that is now 1 closer. For his basic action, though, he is going to just interact with this point token and get them 1 point. So it is 1 to 1. And he is exhausted. Other side, you are up. Alright, I think Sally's going to do a setup turn. And she is going to move 1, 2, and then she's going to use her detachable arm. And that brings her detachable arm adjacent to her. And she's going to move it right there. So that was her 2 actions. So Sally is done. It is time for the Bride, which is this side. However, we will go back to this camera as that is where the Bride is, and she is about to go. Alright, the Bride is going to move over here, and then we are going to do Grave Robbing, which is do an interact action. So she is going to get this token and give them a point. And then give the Bride of Frankenstein a Bride status card, move 1. So let's go ahead and give her She Breathes, which is going to let her do a challenge 3 to each rival within 2 squares. So that gets kind of crazy, and then she got to do a move 1, and there's her turn. And now we go to the final turn, which is Jack, which is not on this side, you'll notice, but I will show you. Here's that She Breathes card. And back over for Jack. What's he going to do now? Alright, Jack is going to start off with doing Hail to the Pumpkin King, which is he moves 1, and then give this character the Pumpkin King status card, which will let him, when he does an ability, I can discard this to decrease the cost of that ability by 2. So let's go ahead and just kind of stick that on him there. And then his other one he's going to do is he's going to do what's this, which lets him move 2, choose a standing ally or rival this character can see, and pull them 1 square. He's going to move 2, and he's going to pull, let's pull Oogie Boogie forward 1. And that is Jack. So the bride already went, so we're at the end of the round. So now the end of the round is you remove all of the status effects from both sides. As you can see, do it on both sides. Then you shift everything down 1, like so. And then now Jack's team will be going first. And we'll see what they have up their sleeve here in a moment. We're going to do Sally first, and she's going to start off by doing What Have We Here, which is Sally and the detachable arm minion token. Each do a different non-interact basic action. So Sally's is going to be moving 2. And then the arm is going to do a challenge 2 to Oogie Boogie. So a challenge 2 means we roll 2 dice. Oogie Boogie's armor is 2. So we will roll the attack first. It's 1. Oogie Boogie massively defended it. For each exclamation point is 3. So that was Sally's first action. Her second action is she is going to do, I think we're going to do Nightshade Soup, which goes to 2, and she does a challenge 3. Roll an extra die if he's exhausted. He's not, so she's going to roll 3 to his 2. There's a 3. He can't even defend that. He tried, but she had 5 hits to his 3. So he is knocked down. So that was Sally. So she is now exhausted. So now we go over to Oogie Boogie and Dr. Finkelstein and see what they have up their sleeves. Alright, so we're going to do Dr. Finkelstein. He's going to do his Faithful Servant, which brings Igor adjacent to him. And then he can do a non-interact basic action. The basic action he is going to do is going to be to assist Oogie Boogie, which means he stands him up, like so. And then for his second action, he is going to do It's Alive, which is he chooses a token or marker within 2 squares of Dr. Finkelstein. And it does a range 2, challenge 3. It is, however, just going to attack the detachable arm, as that's all it can really see. So it does a challenge 3. Detachable arm has a defensive 2. So attack of 3. It did no good. They rolled opposite of what each other needed. So that is all of Dr. Finkelstein, so he is now exhausted. Over to Jack's side. Let's see what they have up their sleeves now. So I think Jack's going to come in swinging. He's going to do a move, and then he's going to do This Is Halloween, but he's going to use his Pumpkin King, which means it only goes to 1, and he's going to do a challenge 3 to each adjacent standing rival. There's 2 of them. We do them separately. So we will first go to Oogie Boogie. 1 hit, and he defends. We then go to Dr. Finkelstein. 4 hits, 3 defense, so Finkelstein is knocked down. That is what Jack had to do. He moved, did This Is Halloween. Now, Finkelstein's team. I think Oogie Boogie's going to try and take out Jack. So first thing he's going to do is, I don't play fair, which is a challenge 4. And then I will roll both Boogie dice. If you roll 7 or more, shift a thing on a cooldown track down 2. Jack's got a defense of 2. So here's Oogie Boogie's attack. We'll roll his dice while we're at it. And then Jack's defense is no good. Oogie Boogie smashed him anyways. This comes down to being a 6. So he does not get to shift something down. And for his second action, he's going to, I think, he's just going to smash him again and do the same thing. I don't play fair. He really doesn't. So that's a challenge 4 to the 2. Can't even defend it. Look at all the hits on the board. And he rolled an 8, so he can shift something down 2. He'll shift down one of those. One of his gray clog wheels. Jack goes out here onto the 1 spot. And according to the scenario is if your leader's ally knocks out a rival, gain 1 point. So Oogie Boogie got them a point. Let's get the dice off the board. So that was both of Oogie Boogie's. So over to Jack's side. All that's left is the Invisible Man. He's got sneaking he can do. Let's see. We are going to do sneaking, which lets him move 2 and gives him the sneaking card, which is at the start of Invisible Man's turn. If no rivals can see him, he may do an action. After the Invisible Man rallies or does an action, discard this card. And his other one is just going to move 2. So the Invisible Man is an elusive trickster, which means rivals can only see the Invisible Man while they are adjacent to him. So they can't normally see him. So that is his turn. You guys saw him come into the screen there, and there he is sneaking up on the backside. We're going to go back to the other camera for it is the bride's turn, although you can see her now here. So we actually will just stand this one while the bride decides what she wants to do. She is going to be boring, and she is just going to double move. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is hers. So we are at the end again. So remove all of the exhausted tokens. Shift everything down. Jack shifts off the track, and then he goes back into the starting location. He's going to come here, I think. These sneak off, or these come off. These go down, 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 down. And our first side will be Finkelstein's again. All right, let's see what they are thinking of doing. All right, I think Oogie Boogie's going to go first and go Gambling Boogeyman, which means he does a move 2. He's only going to move 1. Rolls his dice, and if it gets a 7 or higher, he can do a basic action. He gets a 9. His basic action is to assist and stand up Finkelstein. And then his second attack will be, he can't do the I don't play fair, so he's just going to do a basic challenge 2 against Sally. And he does a big hit, and she does 1 defense, so Sally is knocked down. She probably could have switched with her arm, but I didn't want to risk her arm yet. So that was Oogie Boogie. He is exhausted. Jack's side is going to be an interesting maneuver. Let's see where he goes. So I think we're just going to have Sally rally so she doesn't get knocked out. And that is all she can do on her turn then. So back over to Finkelstein's team. So unfortunately, all of Finkelstein's tokens are on the board. So he is just going to, I believe, move up and do a basic challenge on Sally. And she easily defends it. Well, of course, I mean, he's a weak little man. And that is Finkelstein. He moved and attacked. So now, technically, Igor can move up to 2 and push an ally. But, yeah, I think he's going to move here and push Oogie Boogie onto that point marker. So that is Finkelstein over to Jack's side. So we're going to go Invisible Man. He's got sneaking, which means if no one can see him, no one can. He can do an action, so he'll move 2. He did an action, so that gets discarded. Now his first action will be he's going to move 2. And then he is going to attempt to strangle the bride, which is a challenge 3. Her defense is 2. So let's do his. And that is a 3 hit. So she is knocked down. Way to go, Invisible Man. So that was his 2 actions. He is exhausted. And we are now going to Finkelstein's side. Well, this will be short and sweet. Only one left is the bride, so she has to rally and stand up. So now we go over to Jack's side and see what he's going to do. Alright, so I think Jack's got his eyes set on the bride, so he's going to go with What's This? Which is move 2, choose a standing ally or rival this character can see, and pull them 1 space. So he's going to go 1, 2, pull her 1 space. And then he is going to use his shovel, which is a challenge 4. If you win, shift a character, token, or marker on your cooldown track 2. Alrighty, so we got the challenge of 4 to hurt 2. So we'll do his 4 first. That is undefendable. Although she tried, still got a hit in, knocked her down again. And then I won, so I can shift a character token or marker down 2. We are going to, I believe, let's shift this gray down 2, which makes it available. Jack is exhausted, so we are at the end of the round. So now I will get that all taken care of, and we will start on Jack's turn here in a moment. Alright, so Jack's team's up first, and we are going to use the Invisible Man. I think we're going to give him... No, we're just going to have a move. And then he's going to do Strangle, which is a challenge 3. Roll 1 extra die if the character is knocked down. So she has a defense of 2. And undefendable again. So she is knocked out. And when my leader knocks out their leader, I get many a point. If your leader knocks out a rival leader, gain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jack's team is halfway to winning. And that was Invisible Man. Is Finkelstein going to take that laying down? No, because he's in a wheelchair. Let's see what he does. So he is going to do the Faithful Servant. He's going to bring Igor, however you want to pronounce it, adjacent to him. And Igor is going to do a non-interact action. So he's going to challenge Sally with 2 hits. So Sally is knocked down. I really need to move her with her detachable arm, but she keeps thinking she's got it. Overconfident, that one. And then Finkelstein. If Sally is challenged and is within 4 squares of the detachable arm, she may swap places with it. So Finkelstein will challenge her, but she's going to swap places with the detachable arm. And the detachable arm will then defend. And it did defend. You can hit a lady, but not an arm. So that is Finkelstein is exhausted. Over to Jack's turn to see how they respond. Alright, I think Jack's going to try and be sneaky and go 1, 2, 3, 4 for his turn. Kind of probably just leave Sally to the wolves because Oogie Boogie's up next. And he is just going to go right after her. Probably he's just going to go with the I don't play fair to do a challenge 4. Although she's going to just swap with her arm again. So he's going to attack the arm. Can he dispose of the arm? Easily. Wait, nope. I was lying. 6, 5. The arm is still alive. The arm will not die. That was his first one. Oh, and then we get to roll his dice, which is a 4. Doesn't do any good. So then instead he is going to... He's just going to punch the arm normally. Why not? Arm can't keep defending. Oh, it tried. The arm is officially gone for now. So no more arm. Oogie Boogie's exhausted. It is Jack's team. All that's left is Sally. Sally will rally. Rally, Sally, rally. And she is exhausted. Finkelstein's side. The bride is on the cooldown track. She goes. She is exhausted. It is time to refresh. And then Finkelstein's team will be going here in a moment. So we are going to start with Oogie Boogie, who's going to move 1, 2 spots. And then he's going to do his snake and spider stew, which lets him bring in an ally he can see within 3 squares and place them adjacent to Oogie Boogie. And he's going to sneak her right in there. And then roll the dice, and if you roll 7 or more, they do a basic action. We rolled 7, so they will challenge Sally for 2. 2 hits, 3 defense. Sally knocks it off. So that was all of Oogie Boogie. Jack's turn. So it really will be Jack's turn as he's going to step up and do This is Halloween, which is do a challenge 3 to each standing rival. So he'll start off with Oogie Boogie with 3 hits. Oogie Boogie 1 defense. Oogie Boogie is knocked down. Now it is time to go after the bride. 2 hits. 1 defense. Bride is down. Jack just came in and lit everyone up. That's why he's the Pumpkin King. Yes. Ha ha ha, I didn't use my shovel. How does Finkelstein's team respond? Against his better judgment, Finkelstein is just going to move here and assist standing up the bride of Finkelstein. No, Frankenstein. But she thought she heard Stein and thought that was her man, but it wasn't. Alas. Poor Frankie monster. So what does Jack's team have going for them now? So Sally, not liking Finkelstein, is going to do the nightshade soup on him, which if you've seen the movie is pretty true to real life. And it's a 3, but it's 1 more if they are exhausted, and he is. So we do have a 4 on 2 roll-off. And that is definitely not defendable. So, she took out Jack too. So she knocks him down. And then she is going to attempt to challenge this basic 2 on the bride. 1 hit, 1 defense. Clang, 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 clang. So that is Sally. We have 1 left, which is the Bride on Finkelstein's side. And she is going to do her big attack of She Breathes, which is a challenge 3 to each rival within 2 squares. So let's see. First, she'll do Jack. 2 hits. 1 defense. Jack is down. She will then go after Sally. 3 hits. 1 defense. Sally's down. Maybe Sally should have nightshaded her, but she wanted that extra die to go after Finkelstein. So all we have left now is the Invisible Man. Let's see where he goes. So Invisible Man's going to set him up for next turn. He's going to do a sneaking to give himself that sneaking card again. And that's a move 2. And then he has 1 more movement. And he's just going to step over here. Yep. So that is the end of that round. Time to begin the next round with Jack's side up first and a lot of madness going on at his feet. Let's see where we're at. Alright, Invisible Man is sneaking, so he gets to do an action. He's going to step up. Then for his first action that costs something, he's going to attempt to strangle Finkelstein, which gives him 4 dice and Finkelstein 2. That is a fantastic roll and a horrible roll. Finkelstein is gone. And if your leader knocks out a rival, gain 2 points. So Jack's team is 3 points away from winning. So that was only the first action of Invisible Man. His next one is he is going to assist Sally. Like so. Invisible Man, done. So Sally's up. And we are on the Finkelstein's side, where we will see what they're going to do. Alright, her first action, she's going to assist Oogie Boogie. And then she is going to challenge Jack. And she gets 4 hits. He gets no defense. So she has knocked out Jack. And that gives her 2 points. So that is her 2 actions. She is exhausted. And we are down to a 2-on-2 on the map currently, with each one of them having gone once. So we're going to have a little bit of a quick end to this round, I believe. We are up to probably Sally. Yeah, probably Sally. So Sally's first thing is she is going to bring her detachable arm back adjacent to her, like so. And then we are going to go ahead and do the What Have We Here, which is Sally and the detachable arm minion token each do a different non-interact basic action. So I haven't really gone over those. The basic actions are move, challenge, assist, or interact, but it says it cannot be an interact. So it's going to be a move, a challenge, or an assist. There is no one to assist. So we think, who do I trust more? We're going to have the arm attack the bride, because that amuses me. So the arm does indeed knock down the bride. So Sally, though, is going to move away too. Like so. So Sally has gone. Now it's time for Oogie Boogie for the last turn of this round. Oogie Boogie's going to come out swinging, and he's going to be a gambling boogeyman, which lets him move 2. 1, 2. Then he gets to roll the dice to see if he does a basic action. He does not, but they are the same face, so we can move something down on the cooldown tracker. Shift an ability token. We're going to shift down one of the yellow ones. And then his second one, he's going to go after, I believe, Invisible Man, because he wants to knock out the leader. because that would be 3 points, and that would be pretty helpful to ending the game. Does he have anything? He can do I don't play fair. So he's going to attack for 4. And Invisible Man defends with 2. So let's go with the attack. Not even defendable. Wait, I keep saying that, but he defends it. It is a tie. Tie goes to the runner, I believe. I will check that here in a second. Indeed, nothing happens on a tie, but he did the I don't play fair. He rolled a 6, so he does not get that ability either. So he's exhausted. We go to Jack. Jack's exhausted. We go to Finkelstein. Finkelstein's exhausted. We're going to set up again with Finkelstein's team being first player. We're going to start with Oogie Boogie, who's going to assist the bride in standing up. And then he's going to do the I don't play fair to Invisible Man again. So challenge 4. And he got him this time. So Invisible Man's down. And then he rolls his Oogie Boogie dice. He does get a 9, so he can move something down to track 2. He'll move the red one down 2, which opens up the bride for her ability when she gets available. Okay, so that was Oogie Boogie. Jack's side. Sally's invisible or detachable arm's kind of in the way. Yeah, I think we're going to have Sally go here. Alright, so Sally's going to start with a Nightshade Soup on Oogie Boogie, which is going to do 4 because he's exhausted, and he gets to defend 2. So that is 2 hits from her and 2 defense from him, so not a good roll. And then she's going to do the what have we here, which is her and her arm each get to do a non-interact basic action. The arm is going to challenge the bride. The bride defends 3, he attacks 2, not good. And Sally is going to, I think, move back here behind the downed Invisible Man. So that is Sally. Finkelstein's team. The bride is going to do She Breeze, which is a challenge 3 to each rival within 2 squares. So that's going to be the detachable arm and the Invisible Man. Let's do the Invisible Man first. Invisible Man is knocked out. And that gives her 4 points. They are 1 point away. And then we'll do the arm. And the arm is gone as well. So that was a rough go of it. So Jack's team needs 3 points. The bride needs 1. Can Jack pull it off? Alright, Jack's going to do his best attempt at it. He's going to do What's This? Which has him move 2. Choose a standing ally or rival. You can see him pull 1 square. And then he's going to attempt to hit the bride with a shovel. So he rolls 3. Gets a 3 attack. She gets none, so she is knocked down. Oh my goodness. So that's that. And then because I used the shovel and succeeded, I can shift a character token. So I'm going to shift the Invisible Man off because he hasn't gone yet. So Jack has gone. We now are on to Finkelstein's team, and Finkelstein's all that's left to go for this round. What's he going to do? He can't do much yet, so he's just going to roll his way up. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 and hopefully set up for next round. Now we are on to Invisible Man. Where's he going? Knowing they are up next, he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and come in and try and decimate the bride for the win. So we'll get to that round here in a moment. All right, we are here. The Invisible Man's going to waste no time, and he's going to attempt to strangle the bride. Seeing as she's knocked down, it's a challenge 4. That is 4 hits, 2 defense. She is strangled. That gives us 4 points. That is more than we need. Jack's team wins. Finkelstein's team loses. Yay, Jack! So Invisible Man, Jack with the shovel, and Sally are your winners today. Thank you for watching this Funkoverse playthrough. Be on the lookout. There will be a few more coming. If you liked the way that I did this, go ahead and leave a comment. If you have any suggestions on ways to improve it, let me know. This is a work in progress. All right. Again, thank you for watching. Me and the victors are now going out for beer.